Hello, friends. Nice to see people are with us already. Just having a look in the chat. We've got Wish Upon a Star, Mary Ann, Mrs. Tyler J. This is good news. And yeah, so people are here. Things are starting to happen. Things are starting to build up. And I've even got a notification on my phone telling me that I'm now live on my channel. And Sam is here. Hi, Sammers. Hey, great to see you. Right, okay, well, let's get stuck in. Let's just adjust this a bit because I'm half invisible there, which is no point being half invisible when you're on YouTube, eh? That's what I always thought. It's not what I always think. It's what I thought just now. Hello, Amu. Nice to meet you. Thanks so much for joining us. This is great. People are turning up, and Beverly has turned up as well. Great to see you, Beverly. Hope you're having a good day. And Sweet Serenity is here too. Right, wow, we're up to 8 already. That didn't take long. So, guys, this might be like a shortish one again. I'll go on as long as I can. But it's just mad hot. Okay, it hit 75 Fahrenheit here today, which to a lot of people in a lot of parts of the world is like a cold day. But it's extremely hot for Wales. It really is. I'm not used to it. I'm just like burning up here. So anyway, we'll get rock and rolling and we'll go as long as we go. That's the bottom line. Hi, Donna. Hi, Sin. Hi, CK Ventures. And hi, Vixen Doe. Great stuff. You unplugged yesterday, Beverly. Good for you. That was the thing to do because of the way astrology was yesterday. And actually, astrology is a fair bit like that today. There is a T-square going on. See if I can find it in my book of astrological wisdom somewhere. No, it's in here somewhere. But where? Right, well, the good news is, right, the title for next week is It All Comes Out in the Wash. But yeah, there's the moon is in a T-square with Saturn and Uranus today. So it's still a case of unplug and enjoy life and forget obligations and stuff. But, hey, you know, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really lucky, I suppose, because I've kind of chosen my obligations, really. Most of the things that I'm like obliged to do are things that I wanted to be obliged to do. And a lot of people aren't that lucky, I know. I mean, I remember when I was in the Air Force when I was younger, that was, you know, I chose those obligations without actually knowing what they were because it's a secret and you've got to kind of join up to find out what's going on. Hi, Liz Crafts. Hi, Gail K, by the way. And hi, Sharon Lee. Vicky Loper is with us as well. Lots of quincunx today. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Right, let's start off with a card for everyone. I'm shuffling away here. Might as well do it. Turn over the top one. Master Buddha, increased awareness. And that is a good one for today because when we start unplugging and enjoying life with this crazy T-square that's going on, then we really do increase our own like self-awareness. And that's really important. I've got a video coming up about this. Wow, it's like a 56-minute epic, right? And I haven't managed to upload it yet because the internet drops out quite a lot here. I'm going to try and upload it tonight, so it should be there tomorrow. But anyway, Master Buddha says, deep connection, trust your inner voice. And look at the serenity on this guy. I mean, you know, that's the place to be, isn't it, in your own mind? That's really kind of where you're going to get in touch with the feelings and everything that matters to you, really. Christina is here. Hi to you. So Liz Crafts, haven't seen you for a couple of weeks. Hope life is treating you well. Liz Crafts has a fantastic channel where she unboxes decks. Do go and check it out, guys. Not right this minute. Stick around because the Twig Show is most definitely happening here. And I'm about to go into a question if I can find it. I saw a question a minute ago. But yeah, do check out Liz Craft's channel. Liz is saying it's been in the 90s here last 2 days. Now it's about 70. Oh, I guess that's cool enough for you now then. It's a little bit cooler here because it's, what is it? It's 9:05 in UK time. I'm not big on clocks, me. I'm actually making a clock at the moment, but it's a 24-hour clock. I make my own clocks so they don't have numbers on. The hours are in funny places, and I just like it that way. It kind of keeps time in its place. And there's a time and a place for everything, and you never know what the hell it is if you're in this house. Sweet Serenity says, or asks, may I know what my spirit guides have for me? Okay, let's take a look at that, Sweet Serenity. Let's see what we've got. Okay, I'm going off the tarot pretty much all the way tonight, actually, because it's just like brain fog when it's nice hot weather like this. It's just, I'm so not used to it. Okay, well, this has something to do with like not just one thing you want to achieve, sweet serenity, but there's a lot of things that you'd like to achieve in your life, and maybe you feel like you're not going places as much as you'd like to. Sure you can, Liz, and hi to you, Ellen. Maybe you feel like you're not going where you'd like to go in life. And what I'm picking up really is that there is a lot going on in your life, but none of it's really taking you in the direction you want to go in. And the message to you really is just kind of try and keep going, okay? It's the journey to where you're going. That's the main thing, just take part in that journey. Try and enjoy the journey, sweet serenity, because none of us ever know where we're going to end up. And very often, life is taking us towards where we need to be. And it's all guided, and your spirit guides, and actually your subconscious mind knows where you need to end up better than you ever could, really. Because, we get our thoughts and our wishes kind of clouded by what's going on in the world. So don't worry about it. Just go along with it for the journey. The card I've got for you is the Seven of Cups. And this is really why I'm talking the way I'm talking, Alice here is surrounded by these crazy images, but she's looking away from them because this is just the way it is at the moment for her, and none of it really makes sense. There are 4 candles in this picture, or there were. Yeah, there are 4 candles in it. 2 of them are kind of hiding up the top there, but there are definitely 4 candles in this scene. And they light the whole area, you see, not just the scene that would have been in front of her if she wasn't facing away from it. So just don't worry about the present. Don't worry about all this stuff that's going on, sweet serenity. Cut the cord with it if you need to. Okay, if we ever cut the cord in a way that we shouldn't have cut the cord, then that cord will grow back. So it's nothing to worry about at all. Cut the cord with what's going on. Just go your own sweet way, because you are sweet serenity. So why wouldn't you? Okay, hope that helps you. So we will go to someone else in a tick. But first, what's Beverly asking here, or what's she got to say? I noticed this week, while working on my shadow self, I became more curt, judgmental, downright rude. I had to keep checking myself. My ego kept getting in my way. It's a harder journey than I thought. Well, Beverly, just the fact that you can be open and honest about that says that your ego isn't controlling you. You've got it under control. And that's the important thing. I think we all go through times when we're like that, when we, particularly being judgmental is really a big part of the human condition. No escape from it. But, the important thing, Beverly, is you've seen the way you're going there, and I applaud that. I really do think that's looking good. Sin, I will come to you, my friend. Okay, I'm just kind of basically keeping up at the moment. Jackie Walters, hi to you. Can watch for 20 minutes. Well, I hope we make it a good 20 minutes. Hi, Rupali. Okay, and so Liz Crafts, right? Can I get a card too? You certainly can, Liz. It's always a pleasure to do a card for you. I moved to stay with the tarot in Wonderland, this deck, which has Alice in Wonderland at the top, and I think that's the Mad March Hare or the White Rabbit, or some kind of mystical rodent at the bottom of the card. Liz Crafts, things are going to improve for you, Liz. All right, we've been looking at this for a long time, actually. I felt that you were coming in to smooth the waters for a long time. This card seems to be a reminder of that, yeah? It's the 6 of Swords. And when it's a sword card, there is a lot to think about, actually. But you can also see the sword as something to cut through all the crap in life, really. And I feel you might have to do that to actually get yourself into the smoother, calmer waters. But it's going to be plainer sailing than it's been, Liz, for quite a long time. And that, I think, is good news, because I know you've been having questions really about a lot of things in life for maybe a year and a half, something like that now. Been quite a long time. But you know, things are moving, things are happening. There's a full moon here suggesting that things are going to kind of come to a head and that you are going to be able to move on. No leaves on the trees, but that is in fact a sign that leaves are going to come on the trees eventually. So I hope that helps you, Liz. Just keep sort of trying to look forward. It's another sword card, and you know, really, the swords are all about big decisions, and they're also about, like I said in the last reading, actually, just cutting through all the craziness, cutting the cord with stuff that doesn't matter or doesn't make sense, or quite often things that feel like they matter more than they really should, you know. And if it feels like that, then that is your subconscious mind telling you, you know, move away from this, cut away from this. So, Liz, I wouldn't hang around if I were you, but the Six of Swords says that things are improving. So there you go, Liz. Nice to have you with us, and thanks so much for your question. Amu, may I know what was the meaning behind painting a blue line across his image by my spiritual teacher? He has passed on. Wow, well, that's maybe your spiritual teacher has been around me. Maybe he knew that you were going to be making contact here on this session, Amu, because I was watching a video just this afternoon by a guy called Wally, who's a very wise man of the Navajo. And he was explaining about the different colors of the different worlds. And the color blue is the color of what he calls the fourth world. We're in the third world now, which is yellow, the world that we live our physical existence in. The afterlife, really, which leads on to the next string of lives, is the color of that is blue. Okay, and so he's drawn a blue line across his image, really to make the point that he may be physically dead in this world, you know, but as you rightly describe it, he's passed on, and he's letting us know that he is actually in the next world, the blue world. And he's painted that line across his image because what you learn when you go into eternity, when you start you can't help but see the truth about everything that's happened in your worldly life. And also, as well as being aware of that, he is aware of all his past lives, and he's probably got a pretty good idea about all of his future lives, because there are always reincarnations ahead of us every single time. And so what he knows now, the knowledge he has in the world of blue, cuts right across everything that he was all about when he was in this life. People don't change overnight, you know, and his essential soul, it will eternally carry some of the way he was in this life. I've got a feeling to tell you that he wants you to know that he hasn't really changed, you know, but that blue line shows his spiritual progress, really, and his understanding, which he's trying to communicate to you, which is that the eternal life, the spirit world, afterlife type life, is part of this world, but it cuts across it in a big way. Okay, I also want to say to you, Amu, good things are coming to you. Okay, but do have a plan. Do be, you know, planning something in life helps a lot, you know, particularly if you're having sleeplessness and finding it hard to sleep. It might just be the hot weather, to be quite honest, which I'm struggling to sleep in the hot weather. But if you're like getting on with something, you've got something to occupy your thoughts, it becomes easier to fall asleep because the mind has been busy. So I hope that helps you, Amu. I seriously do. I'm sure he isn't far from you, and I'm sure that he's there for you as well. So Amu says, thank you so much for the clarity. Thank you so much for being with us, Amu, and thank you for your question. Absolutely wonderful to be trusted to channel things like this through, you know, and so thanks very much. Now I'm looking for Rupali's question. Here we go. Does my boss like me more than in a professional way? I doubt. Please confirm if it's true or not. Okay. And then you were saying psychic reading and tarot reading for your question. Yeah, that's kind of the way I roll, Rupali, and it will be a pleasure to do that for you. Okay. Right. Let me see. Right, what's coming to me on a psychic level, Rupali? And we'll do some cards as we go on, but what's coming to me really from my guides, and I guess from your guides as well, is that at the moment he likes you in a way that men tend to just kind of like women. I mean, a woman who's interested in a man will think about it and decide whether she really should pursue that man or not. Men tend to just kind of latch on to anyone who's attractive, and he does find you attractive, he really does. But you would have to kind of find some way of letting him know if you were interested as well for it to actually become serious. Okay, but there is definitely something there, right? It hasn't grown very much, and he is actually a professional sort of a man, I'm being told. You know, he wouldn't just do something stupid that would screw up everything around work. And so, you know, it's really a question of wait and see, I suppose. You're saying you're scared, Rupali, but, well, if you're not interested, you know, fair enough. But I do feel he will move on. You know, this is the male ego that you're dealing with here. And sooner or later, if you don't kind of accept his advances, he'll move on. And he does think a lot of you as a worker, as a member of staff, you know, and he doesn't want to lose you in any sense like that, okay? Now then, I've pulled you a card, Rupali, and what we've got is 6 of Cups, okay? And I'm being told this is more him than you, okay? He is, at this moment, more concerned by things that have happened in the past than he is living in the present. You know what I mean? His thoughts are on the way things have been in the past. And in the past, falling in love with someone who works for him has done him no good at all and has caused him a lot of trouble. And he's sort of on his guard. He does like you, right? But don't worry about it. He'll move on, okay? And as Sam says, yeah, there's nothing worse than unwanted attention. Really, yeah. Now then, Rupali's saying, I'm maintaining my boundaries. Does he see that? Well, I think we'll bring the pendulum in at this point and see what we get. So Rupali asks, I'm maintaining my boundaries. Does he see that? Let's just stop the pendulum there because it's twirling on its string. Okay, let's see what we get. It's giving me a no, Rupali. Now, I'm being told that he is actually, you know, he is sort of aware of your boundaries, but he's in his own mind with it. I don't think he's planning to suddenly declare that he loves you or anything like that. He's living in his own mind with this. Okay, so he's not really focused on the reality of what it would be like if you guys were together. It's just an interesting idea in his head. So don't worry about it, okay? I've got guidance telling me, Rupali. Now, I believe this is your grandmother. I remember meeting her before, and it feels like your grandmother's energy. Just don't worry about it. This isn't actually going to cause any trouble. This is a kind of fantasy world that he lives in, and he knows it's a fantasy world. So, you know, just do not worry about it. And as Sam so rightly says, Rupali, you go. Yeah, it's an idea that he's flirting with. I don't think he's going to be flirtatious with you. It's just an idea that he's flirting with. But men will do that. It's a fact of life. I know this because I am one. I know this because I am one, believe me. Hi, Pallavi. Let's go to Pallavi Sharma. Nice to have you with us, Pallavi. Thanks for coming in. For me, when will I get my own true love? Okay. Right. Oh, no. I know where we're going with this. We are going to Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray. We'll bring this deck in at this point and see what we get. We've already had Master Buddha for everyone, but what will we get for you? Right. Okay. This is some good advice, Pallavi. Right, what needs to happen? Okay, it's not an amount of time between now and when you will get your true love. It's something that needs to happen for that process of finding your true love to really take effect and start working out. The Holy Spirit, and it says expect miracles. Underneath that, it says remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So what I want you to do, Pallavi, is try and trust that this will actually happen for you. Okay, I feel that it will happen for you. It's going to happen a lot quicker if you can believe in it. And what you need to do is try and manifest it. And that's really just like saying pray for what you want. But don't just pray for it. Believe that you can have it, because it says here, Spirit has your back, and we all have people in the spirit realms looking out for us. And they're the best matchmakers, really, because they won't draw someone to you who's no good, really. So keep on praying, keep on asking. It is going to happen, Pallavi. It is going to happen. Just do not worry about it, okay? Mrs. Tyler J is saying, Rupali, you are not alone. Spirit is with you. And that, no doubt, is why I've picked up on your grandma there. Okay, so I hope that helps. Thanks so much for your question, Pallavi. Take care of yourself, and best of luck with it. Stacey Swan is with us. Hello there, Stacey. Were both of my parents in my medieval past life? Right, that sounds like a pendulum job to start with, at least. Let's go with the tiger's eye pendulum at this point. Well, I've got myself a little table here, so I've got liquid to hydrate myself with. I've got pendulums, cards, crystals all over the place. So let's ask the pendulum first, and we'll go from there. Were both of Stacey Swan's parents my parents in my medieval past life? What does the pendulum to say? It's a clear no again, actually. Nothing negative about it. It's just kind of just saying no. But I actually feel one of your parents was. That's the feeling I get. Let's ask the pendulum again. Was Stacey's mother her parent in her medieval past life, please? It's standing still. Very rare. So please, Spirit of the Pendulum, was Stacey's father her father in her medieval past life? It's giving me a no again. Okay, now what's come to me there is it was slightly more affirmative for your father. And what I feel was you were very well known to both your parents in that medieval past life. You were family. It's just that they weren't your mother and father. Okay, that's what I'm being told there. Let's just pick a tarot card. I don't know what the tarot can tell us about this, but it can usually tell us about something. Right, number 0, the Fool's Journey. Okay, so what you're finding out and the knowledge that you've got about that medieval past life is the beginning of something. There is more to know. There is more knowledge coming to you as you go through life. Okay, it's great that you've made contact, actually, with that past life. It's a brilliant thing. Past life regression is absolutely amazing. But sort of be careful what you wish for, and don't try to read too much into it at this point. More will be revealed in dreams, okay? So I hope that helps you, Stacey. Thanks very much for your question. Hi, Patty Palmer. Don't worry about being late. Goodness me, I'm sometimes really late. I thought I might not get on tonight. The internet cuts out an awful lot these days, but there we go. Gartha, hello. How's your day going? My day's going great. I hope yours is too, Gartha. I seriously do. Talk about warm weather. I'm in Phoenix. Linda Bishop, right. So, okay. And it's 100 in your bus. No air conditioning. Scary thought that is. Wow. Cool. I'm really lucky. I've got a fan going here. And it's one of those fans that twists round. So it doesn't just freeze you. It just sort of keeps the air moving in the room. But I'm glad of it because, sure, it's like 25 degrees less than that at the moment here, Linda. But, wow, it's much hotter than I'm used to. It really is. Okay, and Thule is with us. Hello, Thule. Now then, let's see. Okay. WWE, I am coming to you soon. Okay. But Thule, what can I do to clear the way for open heart-to-heart communication with Lucky? I see the obstacles, but we'll open the door. Let's check out. Let's check it out. Okay. You really need to be asking the angels for help with this, Thule. It's like, it's not impossible at all. It can be fixed, right? That door can definitely be opened. But as things stand, the worldly energies, the way things are at the moment, it's very unlikely. But keep asking the angels. I know you've already been asking them. Keep that angelic kind of communication going, because there are angels up there who want to help you with it. There are also people in the spirit realm, so there is a lot of help. That okay. There is some protection involved in this. Okay, this is protecting you from something, we know what, not what, I'm not being told, but the obstacles are a kind of a beneficial delay. Okay, and bottom line, right, try and rise above it, Thule. Okay, if you can rise above this, you've sort of got this cosmic key. You've got the key to cosmically getting that door open. Okay, just rise above it. Don't take any SHIT. Don't take any no for an answer or anything like that. Okay, but keep working at it. Okay, that is mentally speaking, you know, psychologically speaking. Just keep on keeping on, you know, keep it up, and have it in your prayers, right? I don't know if you've ever done the violet flame of manifestation, Thule, but that would be a great way to make it happen. You can attune yourself to the violet flame. Okay, Saint Germain is the ascended master in charge of the ninth ray, which is what transmutes things. Because what you've got is a situation that needs to be transmuted. All the energy that's keeping the door closed can become the energy that eventually gets the door open. So with that, I will wish you all the best with it. And right this sec, I'm going to move on to You Matter to Me, who is here. Welcome, You Matter. Andy, I've been promised a promotion this year, and the month of June was mentioned by my manager, but it didn't happen. Will I receive the promotion soon? Okay. Let's check this out with a pendulum again, actually. This is a good pendulum question. Yeah, I feel that's a yes. That started doing circles nicely now. And the circles are growing big. Took it a few seconds to get started, right? So this is some way away. But I'm being told this is just because the world has been turned upside down in recent times. Okay, and what people thought was going to happen in June didn't end up happening in June. I feel August is going to be a good month for you, and we're nearly there. Okay. No, they're not telling me you're going to get the promotion in August, but August is going to be a good month for you, and you are going to get that promotion eventually. Okay, but you'll certainly be okay between now and then. Everything looks pretty good to me at this point. Okay, now I'm going to go to Sin McN. Thank you, You Matter to Me, for your question, by the way, and thanks for being with us. Thanks for your support. Hello, Kayanat, by the way. Anyway, Sin, any message for me, or perhaps a spirit guide name or clue? Okay. Spirit guide name. I've got the name of Martin. Now, I don't believe Martin is actively a spirit guide, but he's someone in the afterlife sending love to you and just giving assurance that you do have spirit guides and they are on the case. Try and sort of detach from specifics if you can, Sin. This is what's coming to me at the moment. Trying to get specific information about that at this point is like holding you back a bit because it's becoming a worry. But your guides have known you forever throughout all your incarnations, and they are definitely on the case. I'm also being told that you are making really good progress, you know. But if you just kind of let go of being concerned about it, more and more will come to you, Sin. All right. Now then, Sin says, I had a brother-in-law, Marty, crossed over 6 years ago. Sounds like him. Really sounds like him. It's not over yet. Well, there's more to come. Right. I guess this is more along the lines of the same thing about detaching from the need for specifics. Basically, there is a lot that you want to know, and you're right to want to know it, because there is a lot that you need to know, a lot to find out along the path for you. Okay, but just deal with one thing at a time. And as you're dealing with one thing, the next kind of flash of inspiration, the next bit of knowledge will come into you, and things will grow from there. Okay, sleepless nights, quite possibly the hot weather, but you know, as much as you can to detach from worry, that will help you to get a better sleep as well, Sin. You probably know that better than me, but that's what it came into my head at that point. But thanks for your question, Sin, and thanks for joining us. It's great to have you with us. WWE all day. Yo, what's up? Can you ask the pendulum if I will be on unemployment in September? Okay. Now then. Before the pendulum even starts swinging, I'm being told to tell you to believe in yourself, WWE. All right? Believe in yourself. Just because things are the way they are, and I get the feeling that they have been that way for a long time, doesn't mean things can't change. Every day you go through that's not really what you hope for is one less day of your life that is not what you hope for. Okay. I'm picking up that you won't be on unemployment in September. Right, that's what I'm picking up. I'm also picking up very, very positive vibrations. There was a lot of energy behind that with the pendulum there. Okay. So just keep on keeping on, right? And these words are being given to me, right? This isn't my opinion. This is what I'm being told. Take yourself more seriously, all right? It's good to have a laugh at life, especially when life isn't bringing you what you hope for. But, you know, really kind of get serious about what you've got to offer the world. It's going to make a big difference. Things are looking up for you. There's a lot of positive energy there, WWE. So we all wish you the best with that. I'm sure we'll all send you a bit of healing as well, which will kind of help the situation and get things moving. So with that, thank you for your question, WWE. Best of luck, Kayanat. May I ask what is coming for my connection with Chav? I'll see her after 2 weeks of break soon. Both female. Right, okay. Sounds like... Tarot, I think I got this card for you before, actually. And I really just randomly split the deck and it came straight to this one. It's the 10 of Cups. Happy ever after. Okay, looks like a blessed relationship, but it gets you nowhere unless you've got some idea where you want to go with it. At the moment, it's too easy to be fixed on the idea of meeting up again. You've got to be thinking about what comes next. That's going to make that meeting charged with potential. All right, because the meeting is the beginning of something. That's why the meeting is so important, and that's why the meeting is such a good thing, because it's the beginning of the next phase. Okay, and that. Hope that helps you, my friend. I really do. Gonna go to Donna at this moment. Hi, Donna. Any message? Thanks. We shall see what we've got. Well, I'm aware that Spirit are trying to get through to you. You know, I think they're succeeding in getting through to you, by what I feel as well. It feels like they're kind of filling you up with some quite good energy, because there's something to come not too far into the future. I see that you're doing quite a lot of work to get what you want. You're not just kind of dreaming, I hope I get what I want. You're putting some work into trying to get to what you want and to get to where you want to be. This is a wonderful thing. It's going to pay off, okay? It's going to pay off. You've got to be patient a little bit longer. You've probably had enough of being patient, to be quite honest. But you've got to be patient a little bit longer. It's this isn't the best time to kind of put yourself out there, if you know what I mean, Donna. You know, probably best not to be actually actively asking, other people in this world for what you want. Keep asking your spirit guides to manifest it, okay? And the time is going to come pretty soon, pretty well as soon as you've kind of acknowledged that good things are coming. They're going to start coming. Try not to worry about it, okay? So once again, with that, I seriously hope that helps you, Donna, and thanks for your question. Erin O'Nugent is asking, Andy, why did I come into this life with such severe sadness? It really messes with me. Right. Sorry to hear that, really. And you have mentioned it before. It's like crafting the soul, you know. Every incarnation has an effect of crafting something with the soul. And as we go through life, different lessons come all the time. And quite often we have a burden all the way through life. It is something to do with the past life. And it is actually going to improve, Erin. This is the thing, okay? Every day you feel like that. You're not going to feel like that all your life. So every day you feel like that is another day gone. When you know, that's one less day of your life that you've got to feel like that. Things are going to improve. There is a journey going on. Okay. Look out for the 7th of the month. They're not telling me which month, but look out for the 7th. Okay. The 7th is going to be a good day for you. For what reason they're telling me that, I do not know. And, you know, things are going to turn around, Erin. You're going to, at some point, you're going to kind of look back and, you know, you're going to see the point of why you feel so badly going through life. But you're going to be looking at it from a much happier perspective, a much stronger, happier, personal, bright viewpoint, okay? Basically, don't dwell on the darkness. Don't sit thinking about the darkness. Think what you could do to let the light in, all right? They say it's better to light a candle and to sit in darkness. It's also good to open the curtains and let the light in. There is light around you, Erin, and it's trying to get in. So just try and be as strongly aware of that as you possibly can. And I can see great happiness for you in the future, in this lifetime as well. All right. I feel for you, Erin. I really do. Now, Sin is saying, I also suffered long and deep depressions. Once you get through it, and you will, good, I totally agree, and you certainly will. You'll feel so much stronger and secure in yourself. You really will. You really will. Hi, Sheila, Inquisitive Tarot. Very kind of you to say that, actually. Listen to Andy, he is right. Very good of you to say that, Sheila. Thanks so much. I've got to say, though, it's the way I do this, it's not me that's right. It's my spirit guides and the information that comes to me. That's what's really right, and I've learned to be confident of it over the years. Friends of mine in my life would probably not think I was kind of guaranteed to be right like that, but then I'm not a spiritual practitioner to them. I am with you guys, and this is where it happens. But hey, there we go. Thanks so much, Sheila. Okay, so I'm sort of ripping through the questions here. I'm happy to do more questions. We'll see what else comes up, actually. I'm just scrolling to see if I've missed something. Right. Sin is saying, Twig brother ain't a twig today is a solid branch. Thank you so much, Sin. And actually, I've decided to use my real name of Andy today. Okay, I've got reasons for that. Twig brother is the name of a spirit guide that I work with. He's a Native American he's not exactly a medicine man, but he works directly with a medicine man in the spirit realms. And that Twig brother is a guide's name. Also, sometimes I go on Zoom, and as long as I've got this set to Twig brother, I appear in like these serious places like spiritualist churches with the name Twig brother, because I forget to change it. So yeah, I'm being Andy today, and I hope that is making me a solid branch. And this is the thing, guys, be yourself as much as you possibly can. Spirit choose you, you know, so it's good to be yourself because spirit think it's good that you're yourself. Rupali, please, I want to ask one more question. Will he try to push me to drop my boundaries? I want to be ready with a solution if he intends to. I don't believe he will, Rupali. I truly don't believe he will. Okay. What are we seeing here? Yeah, this is nothing to worry about. That's true. I'm trying to find better ways to put it across and better ways to explain it, but it comes to me again and again. It's nothing to worry about. It's really not. If he does come onto you, it's going to backfire on him, in a big way. Someone is watching him to make sure he doesn't do anything like that, basically. All right, and he knows it. So don't worry, it's a fantasy. It's a fantasy in his mind, right? There are ways, if a thing like that ever does happen, there are ways to kind of refute it, to stop it from happening, okay? You'll be given the words if that situation arises, Rupali. It won't, from what I'm being told, but, just trust that you would always be given the words if you were in a situation like that. You are a respectable Indian lady. People know that, People can just tell that about Indian ladies. It's a fact of life. If someone wants to be all flirty and kind of treat a woman with disrespect, the last person they're going to try and do that to is an Indian lady, because the ways that you guys like are careful about things like that. You're saying, lol, maybe his wife. Right, okay, well, yeah, it may very well be his wife in that case. He's not going to want to mess her about. He's really not. He's really not. Okay. Yeah, you be to the point with him. That's the way. But see, you're Druids where you're Indians. Well, this is a very Druidic place, Wales. Wales is really associated a lot with Druids. They were actually... they were in Wales, most certainly, but they go back to a time when Wales was part of the whole of a big area of Britain, which was called Caledonia. And that is going way, way, way back before, the countries separated off, really, like maybe thousands of years ago. And the Druids were Caledonian, and Caledonia kind of stretches from Cornwall up the west coast into Scotland at the top. And, it was the whole of Britain once, and the Vikings pushed in to the north and the east. The French and Europeans and Germans came up from the south. And Wales and Cornwall, actually. Cornwall being kind of the bit that sticks out at the bottom of Britain on the map. In the south, Cornwall and Wales have very, very similar languages. Excuse me. When I hear someone speaking Cornish, it sounds a lot like Welsh to me. And so that is the Caledonian language. And that is really what the Druids are all about, guys. It really is. Let me take a drink. Can't beat the drink. Just going to do a quick one here, right? Steve doesn't seem to be with us at this point, but you know the guy I mean, Steve. He comes on quite a lot into these chats. And I wanted to show you this the other night, which is a picture on my iPhone, because I'm not very good at getting them on screen yet. This is a door, right? He got hold of a door. Someone gave him a door who was doing his kitchen up. And he's made it into this frame, and he can actually close the door over this. And his intention for this is like it's a gateway into another life. And there it is with the door closed. So you can, no, that's the wrong one. Come back. That's it with the door open. And that's it with the door closed. Really good idea, actually, because it like sets an intention that now I'm going to meditate. Now I'm going to be living between the worlds. And then you shut the door and you're living in this world. And this is a real important teaching. The man that taught me this is a great, great medium who did it every day of his life, actually. Did private readings, churches. He didn't do YouTube because he's a lot older than me. He's like in his 80s now. But he's very, very wise man. Believed in levitation, that kind of thing. It's actually, you'd seen it happen. Really amazing guy. And one of his best teachings was he used to say to us, you live in this world. Never forget that. And This takes me back to the Navajo teacher that I was watching on YouTube. His name's Wally, and I think his channel is called Navajo Historian. Well worth looking up. There's some great Native American teachings, actually, by an actual holy man who's living and breathing among us now. There are 4 worlds, and I'll skip over the first 2 worlds because we'll be here all night talking about them, but they all have colours associated with them. And this life that we're living now, the colour is yellow, because yellow is the colour of the stars. It's essentially the colour of the earth as well in lots of ways, particularly in Native American places where the weather is probably a lot hotter than it is in Wales. I would say like dark, wet brown is the colour of the earth in Wales. But yellow, the colour of the earth, the colour of the stars. If you light a fire to keep warm, you know, then it gives off that yellow glow, doesn't it? So this is the yellow life. The next world is the blue life, and he wears a lot of turquoise as an acknowledgement of that. But it is important, you know, there is a spiritual point to this world. The soul is always learning. The soul is always being trained in this world, in this life. We live this life for a reason. We're here for a reason, and it is a spiritual reason. It really is. Exactly how, exactly why, I couldn't tell you, because I'm alive in this world now, and we don't have conscious access to all our other phases of life. It's a fact. Even if we get really good at past life regression and have loads of sessions, we're probably never going to know every detail of every past life. We're certainly not going to know about future lives, but we've all had past lives. We're all going on to future lives. We're all going to spend time in the blue world, the eternal realms, again, many times over, I should think. So, you know, making the most of this life, there is a spiritual point to it. There really is, you know. Even if you kind of believe in, don't believe in any God at all or any deity at all, then really you should believe in yourself, because you really are here for a reason. That's an absolute fact. It really is. Okay, guys, just scrolling at this point. Here we go. Right, so I was just looking for a question there. Hey! Hi, Andy. My father, who I haven't seen since I was 4, reached out to me on my birthday. What are his intentions for reaching out? What is he thinking? Okay. I tell you what, I feel strongly that that's good news, okay? I'm being told that he has regrets for being out of your life. I believe his intentions are that he just wants to be back in your life, honestly. All right? I've pulled a card, right? And this is for you. This is the Queen of Wands, right? You basically hold all the aces in this, right? He's going to be at your mercy, but do try and let him in, okay? He respects you. He respects the fact that, you know, you've got your own life, which he wasn't anything like enough of a part of. But he does genuinely want to be a part of your life. So we got Queen of Wands, and this popped out as well. Strength, number 8 in the major arcana. Strength. And there's turquoise all over this, so there's truth all over it, okay? His intentions are true. You hold all the aces. Don't worry about it. Just let him in gently, a bit at a time, okay? Because I feel he wants to make friends, you know, not just kind of make a connection, but I feel he wants to make friends as well. And it's always better to be friends than not be friends, to be quite honest, you know, whoever it is and whatever's happened. Try and leave the past behind if you can, hey. That's really important, okay? And that's what your mum says, regrets. Yeah, I think he's bound to, actually. I think he's bound to have regrets about that. But he's not just feeling sorry for himself. He genuinely thinks he should have done more for you. And he genuinely thinks he should be part of your life now. He's had realizations. If you talk to him, you're going to find out he's been on the spiritual path a bit. And he's kind of understood a bit about why we all have these lives and what it's all about. And, well, I wanted to be sure he was sincere. Yeah, he is. That's what I'm picking up anyway. I'm picking up that he is absolutely sincere. So, hey, there you go. That sounds like good news to me, hey. Real good luck with it. Sin has got to go and recharge laptop, soak feet in Epsom salts, relax, recharge self. You all have a good evening. Same to you, Sin. Thanks for being with us. It's lovely to see you here, Sin. Really glad when you can join us. Really good to see you. And thanks for all your support of the channel as well. Great stuff. Great stuff. Okay. Just doing some more scrolling. I think I saw a question that I've missed there. Not sure. Let's have a look. Hey, Sam, I've sometimes thought maybe you and I did know each other in a past life. Who knows? Who can say? Probably, you know, guys, this is a good general point. Probably we've all had some sort of past life connection, you know. This is a Taoist teaching. And it's not readily taught to Western people, as it were. So I may not know the whole picture here, but in Taoism, they believe that everyone you have any connection with at all in this world, whether it's someone you've seen on the internet, even if you just go into a shop and buy something and you never go in that shop again, the shop assistant that serves you is somehow part of your soul group. And you will be together. Everyone is together for 10,000 years. So, guys, you're going to have to put up with me for another 10,000 years yet. Hope that's not too bad. The live stream isn't going to go on for 10,000 years. I'll say that. But the live stream is certainly not over yet. Okay. Oh, hi, Lisa. I'm glad you made the live stream too. Hope everyone is doing well. I think we're all doing pretty well at the moment, actually. I think we are. Okay, here's a question from Sandy. Let's go with Sandy. Oh, hi, Sharon Sipman. Hi, Sharon Sparrow. Sharon City. Okay. Sandy S., do you see my cat who recently passed around me? He would meditate with me and sit with me when I did HCRV or tarot. Oh, you're on the H. That's interesting. Yeah. Are you with, are you like on Whimsy's, in Whimsy's HCRV group? That's a very interesting thing, that actually, remote viewing. Yeah. I strongly believe in it. You know, I used to belong to a website where we all practiced our different kind of spiritual skills on each other. And there was a remote viewer who asked my permission to remote view my home at one point just for practice, and I said yes. Wow, she got everything in the place, you know. It's a real amazing skill, that. Not one I'm terribly good at, to be honest. So I have done it, but it's not my strongest point. Right, Sandy, I do believe your cat is with you, actually. Basically, right, you know, and you'll be aware of this, I'm sure, but when any creature or any human being, any person, any cat, any animal passes away, they become non-physical. So, you know, they don't have this physical body. And this physical body is a big help, but it's also a big restriction. It means you can only be in one place at a time, and it means you might be gone from somewhere, or you might be somewhere. Your cat basically will never leave you now, because you did have actually quite a strong soul bond. Those are the words I'm getting, a soul bond, soul level bond between you. You have been together in past lives. Your cat is most definitely close. And what I pick up is like never-ending cycles. Okay. I was going to say never-ending cycle, but it came out as never-ending cycles. So whatever you're busy with at the moment, I feel you're going to stay busy with it. Answers are coming, okay? And particularly when you meditate, your cat sort of draws in a bit closer, so you're still meditating together. That's a fact. Your cat would like to chase rabbits, though. I don't know what that's about. That's just what came to me. Your cat would like to chase rabbits. I suppose that's the problem with the non-physical life, is you can't chase rabbits anymore. But your cat would really like to chase rabbits. But yeah, your cat is close around you. Okay. Final sort of shot from your cat, try not to get pulled into other people's dramas and concerns, all right? Sometimes in your like group of your kind of support group in this world of friends, there are people who bring up a lot of melodrama around you. Just, you know, detach from that, let them get on with it, okay? Because being in meditation is really where it's at for you at the moment, okay? And Sandy says, OMG, yes, and decapitate them. Rabbits, I take it, that means not your circle of friends. Don't want to decapitate them. Oh, dear. Well, I guess it's good for the rabbits that your cat is now non-physical. But, yeah. He's never lost that idea of chasing rabbits, though. That's a fact. Well, I enjoyed that, actually. That's a nice connection. Hello, Red Hat Society. Really nice to have you with us. Thanks so much. I've just got a notification that one of you kind people has just bought me a coffee on coffee.com. There it is on my screen. Doesn't actually tell me who it is, but I want to say big thanks to all of you who support me on Coffee. I haven't put the scroll bar. Let me put the scrolling thing on the screen at this point, actually, then you can all see it. Yeah, guys, I really appreciate this when people donate. It's very uplifting for me. And I'm sort of always trying to save up to get better equipment. I'd like to get like a camera so I could sit behind a desk and, you know, like, so for example, when I hold a card up, you can't see me and you can't really see it. And if I bring the card close, it sort of blocks out half the screen. So, you know, things like that. I'm always trying to get better cameras, better studio lights, that kind of thing. The coffee donations help no end. So if you can spare it and if you'd like to send me a little donation, it's just started to come across your screen now. ko-fi.com/twig. Okay, and you'll find that in the description down below this video as well. Also, there is my PayPal link. It's paypal.me/twigbrother. And if you'd like a private reading, do please get in touch, 35andh3@gmail.com. That is also going across the screen. That is also down there in the video description. There's a couple of weeks wait usually for a reading at the moment. I am grateful and delighted to the influences of this great universe and the spirit realms that I am actually getting quite busy with readings at the moment. It's a great privilege to be able to do it for my job, and that's what it's become. I can also offer you a birth chart, a natal star chart, which basically that means if you give me your date and time and place of birth, it doesn't have to be the time helps, but mainly the date and the place of your birth. Then I can produce a chart of where all the stars were, all the planets were at the actual moment of your birth or on the day of your birth, and what houses of astrology they were in, what that means to you. And for a smallish fee, you would get that chart, a picture of the houses showing what they all mean, and a very detailed explanation of every single planet and what that planet means to you. Also, the main 4 asteroids, Ceres, Juno, Pallas Athena, and Vesta. I remembered them all for once. Wow. I don't usually remember them all. So, birth charts and readings, hit me up, 35and83@gmail.com. And yeah, if you'd like to make a donation, that would be so much appreciated, guys. I really appreciate it. And big thanks to all you guys who donate. Coffee.com/twig, paypal.me/twig brother. All helps. It really all helps. It really does. Okay. So Laurie, hi Laurie, nice to have you with us. I am not feeling well. That's not so good. What is going on with my health? Okay. Right. What I get for you, Laurie, is that if we go back quite a long way, perhaps even to childhood, you were a very happy-go-lucky sort of person. Life's got serious for you, and there are things that it's difficult for you to let go of, you know, troubles that have come into your life, which are still overshadowing you now, even though those troubles have passed. And when we feel like that, it does affect physical health quite a lot. Gives us a knotted up stomach, and it also means that when anything new happens, we're kind of, God, what's that going to mean? So try and cut off, if you can, please, from fears from the past, because you are actually a very strong person, and you do have a very strong physicality. You're like, what's the word? Not sure, but you've got a healthy body and a healthy mind as well. But there are things overshadowing your healthy mind, which are just compounding any of the little problems that come up, and they're showing through as health problems. Okay. Guys, all the healers, please let's send some healing out to Laurie at this point. Okay. Hope that helps. But try and let go of the past as much as you can, Laurie. Okay. Lisa is with us, Erin Sun. Thanks so much for this, Lisa. She says, hey, friends, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and to ring that notification bell. For Andy, yay, thank you very much indeed. Please do. Big thanks to everyone who has subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that button. Makes all the difference to the channel. And don't forget to drop a like on this if you're enjoying it, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the upload, which will be available as soon as the show comes to its natural conclusion, which sooner or later it will. I know I've missed a question. I'm looking for it now. Oh, you're stressed out, Laurie. Oh, well, let's hope you can de-stress a bit. Oh, hi, Steve. I was just showing everyone this a minute ago. No, not that. That. And that, which is like your door to another world, which I think is a brilliant idea, and I think it looks great. I also think it's good that you can shut the door on it as well, because as I was also saying then, we live in this world. We have to kind of spend most of our time in this world, but it's great to have a portal into the spiritual realms, which is what you've created for yourself there. So I think that is good. Okay. Pallavi, this is who I was looking for. I knew I saw this question. How would be the person I marry? Will there be love in the marriage? Yes, there will. Right, but I feel that you're going to marry quite a serious sort of a man. And he's not the sort of man that tells you he loves you all the time. He just shows you he loves you. Yeah, basically. Some men don't say it, some people don't say it, but you can just kind of tell he's going to be that kind of person. Right? He's also going to have to make quite an effort to get into your affections, Pallavi. All right? And he's someone who works hard. You'll find he's a good worker. You'll find he's a good earner. But he's going to have to earn his way into your heart. And he can, and he will. Okay. Hope that helps, and I, wish you totally the best of luck with that. Let's go to Ellen, but first, actually, what Steve said, it's fantasy right now. Nothing has come from it. This is life, It takes time for these things to mature, but making that door is like it's the first step. It's like an affirmation. It's like an affirmation, and it brings in good things. Yeah, we got a lovely energy and chat tonight, haven't we, Beverly? Yeah, we really have. Yeah, I'm staying hydrated there, Lisa. I really am. Plenty of water from my Berkey filter. And guys, if you haven't got filtered water, try and get it. I know it's not cheap, particularly like the systems that you fit in your house, so it comes out of the faucets filtered. Really expensive. I've got a Berkey. It wasn't cheap, but now I've got it. It costs next to nothing, Once you've got a Berkey and you fit it with the black candles, that's important. The white candles only last about 6 months, and they're really expensive. The black candles cost like twice the price, but they last something like 10 years. So they're well worth it. And this water is just lovely because it's been filtered through those black Berkey candles. Right, Ellen asks, Andy, what's up with this past week? Many have had a very rough week, including myself. Right, well, in astrology, right, it was actually the week before that, the week of July 5th to the 11th, there was a lot of paranoia about, and there was a lot of projection. In other words, people putting their own projections on why things are the way they were. And just basically because of that, a lot of negativity. Now, this week was a bit more of a party atmosphere, but that compounded it for the people who were still worried from the week before. Okay. Now, we have had a much easier weekend, and after all the stress we've had, you know, just a couple of days weekend isn't really enough of unplugged time to sort everything out. But it's been a good weekend, and next week things all start coming right. You know, it's like washing the dirty laundry of the last couple of weeks. So it's going to be better next week. Having a quick look at my book of astrology here. Right, tomorrow, Monday, dreamy grand water trine between the moon, the sun, and Neptune. And there's also going to be a combative type of T-square. It's T-square City, Arizona this weekend. And that's going to be dragging the moon, Mars, and Venus all together. So that could be tricky. But on Wednesday, there's a really big-hearted trine between the moon and Venus. That is a lovely alignment, moon, trine, Venus. And that is where a lot of answers are coming in. That is when people are going to be starting to feel a lot better. Okay, I'm sort of blaming astrology for everything, but you know, none of this is the fault of astrology. Astrology just kind of comes along at the times when these things are happening. It's the natural way the universe tries to balance itself. So wherever it's been unpleasant, wherever it's been bad energies, as you say, yeah, and they have been bad energies, it's always trying to come into balance. See, for example, right, if we look at the energies out there at the moment that are very bad, they are forcing the leaders of this world to be less bad. They're just going to have to be, because people can't take it anymore. That's the way it goes. You see this in labor relations all the time. If the unions are strong, that's kind of great to begin with. Then the unions get greedy and it shuts industry down because no one can afford to make anything. Then you get the kind of the capitalists in charge, and then that's great for a while. And then the capitalists go mad and no one can get health care, and it's all minimum wage, and they're bringing in immigrants to work cheap. And like what we got with Amazon at the moment, they're just like they're sacking people through an app. They're not even doing it face to face because they know they can get more people in. And a lot of Amazon staff aren't willing to unionize because they're just grateful for the work, because it's so hard to get work at the moment. It's a terrible situation. Eventually something will crash there and then it'll go the other way. It's always, you know, the balance is going from one side to another all the time. There's a lot of worries, there's a lot of concerns out there, Stacey, but it is always trying to come into balance, and it'll come into better balance. I'm absolutely sure it will as we go forward. And what we've got to do in these times of bad energy is try and have a mental smile on our face. Have a smile on your brain, have a smile on your crown chakra even. Okay, because whatever it gets like here, we are eternal souls. We're part of an absolutely beautiful universe. The world is always turning, and you know, things are just going to be better. They have to be, you know, they have to be, because of that ever-changing thing of balance. Sandy is having trouble with her legs also. Really is. The energy's out there, yeah, I'm sure, but you know, it will come into balance. Sorry to hear you have a lot of trauma going on there, Laurie, as well. But, you know, energies being what they are, they will change. Okay, let me see. Right, I can relate to this, Steve. Right now, having an OMG moment. Last 2 days have all these flies in the house. Sticky traps catching a lot. Is this just a passing annoyance? I hope. Don't know what's going on. It's just the summer, isn't it? Yeah, I'm making something at the moment, and I've just realised that if I don't get it finished soon, it's going to fill up with dead moths, because there are suddenly a lot of moths around, and they come into the house to die when we get into late summer. And so if I don't have covers on absolutely everything, everything fills up with dead moths. Horrible thought, really, but I suppose I should be happy that they choose to come in here for their final moments. I'm sure they bring something positive with them. Yeah, Linda, Jeff Bezos is on for a big rude awakening very soon. He's trying to blast himself off to the moon at the moment, isn't he? Rich with all this money he's made out of Amazon. So I can't honestly say I wish him well. I can't wish him any ill. I'm not that kind of person. That's not how it works. But I just don't feel like wishing the guy well at this point. I really don't. Pamela McKenzie just adopted a guinea pig, named her Rosie. So when you hold her, it makes you feel so good. Love and peace sent to Andy. Love and peace sent to you, Pamela. And the angels sent you some love and peace in the form of bringing that guinea pig into your life. Actually, got to be good. Got to be good. Right. Now then. Hit the wrong thing there. Oh, no, I haven't. Sorry, right. Do my spirit guides have a message for me? Okay. Let's see what happens here. Just going to rehydrate again, guys. We're getting late in the show now, okay? We're getting late in the show, so I'm rehydrating. And if you've been watching for ages, don't forget to rehydrate yourself. Super important, especially this time of year. Super important always, but especially this time of year. Right, I'm calling your spirit guide to come a little bit closer to me, Sandy. I'm still on your question, but I'm very quickly going to answer this for WWE All Day. Can you tell me if a girl coming for me soon or her hair colour? Yes, there is, right? And she was blonde. Don't know if that's because she dyes her hair or what, but she was blonde. She's naturally blonde. I think she might have dyed her hair or something. Okay, but yeah, she's coming for you soon. Anyway, Sandy, right. Sometimes I need to give a minute for spirit guides to come in a bit closer. Sandy, you've been putting a lot of work in, not just recently, actually, all your life you've been working hard. You're a hard worker. You've done things that you didn't have to do because you could see that there was a need, and where that need was, you tried to feed that need with what it needed, which is great. You're not someone who gives to receive, but there are good things coming to you because of that. But Sandy, they're telling me to get you to ask, please, for whatever it is that you really want, okay? There's a lot they could do for you, but you ask them for what you really want. Let them know. Don't be afraid. Don't feel selfish about it, okay? It's that balance thing again, you know? Everything needs to come into balance. So don't feel selfish. Ask for what you want, Sandy. Super important to do that, okay? Also, there's a new beginning coming into your life. It's around you now. You may already be aware of it. I'm having a hiccup attack here, that's why I keep stopping. You may already be aware of it, but there is a new start going on. So if you're not aware of it, take heart. But Sandy, ask for what you want every step of the way. Okay, it is up to you to ask, because the angels can't give you stuff unless you ask for it, really and truly. Okay. Thank you, Mary. Mary Hernandez Walker says, Andy, may God bless and protect you and all your watchers. And, you know, I wish that for you. I'm sure we all wish that for you too, Mary. Lovely thought. Thanks so much. Okay. Steve asks, for all, is there a difference between spirit guide and a guardian angel? Well, I don't know the full picture on that, Steve, but I'll tell you what I do know, which is that spirit guides have nearly always lived this life at some point, you know, or maybe they'll live this life again, but they're in the afterlife, with an understanding of the human condition. That's always the case. There are spirit guides who are like Pleiadians, and they've lived their lives on other planets in other galaxies even. But they know what life is. They've been there. Angels are much lighter form. They're there to help. There are earth angels, absolutely, for sure. And there are angels who have walked this earth. But essentially, they don't have to have walked this earth to be an angel. They work directly for the Great Spirit. They'll do things for you if you ask them, but they work directly for the Great Spirit. Spirit guides focus into you personally. They walk with you. They kind of get to understand you. And they're drawn to you because you have something in common, usually. Yeah. And because of their knowledge of this world, they can kind of guide you in this world. And they will help also if you're a medium or if you're doing connecting with the afterlife. They will help you with that particularly. That is their particular job. But they'll also help you with, your walk through life, your journey through life. Interesting question, Steve. Thank you. So Sam says, anyone new coming into chat? Twiggy is very hot today. I don't know how much longer he will last. Well, I haven't melted yet, but I am actually getting there. I'm going to keep going a little bit longer. Hi, Celtic Tarot Sheila. Thank you for coming in, my friend. Great to have you with us. And I think just about everyone here knows Celtic Tarot Sheila. But if you don't, click on that icon. Check out her channel. It is great, actually. It's great. Very, serious, genuine tarot, but always something light-hearted, something happy. Stacey Swan asks, Andy, do my spirit guides have any messages to help me? I've got that up on the screen now. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to do this with cards now because we are getting late in the show. Right, okay. Knight of Pentacles. So we associate this with abundance. We also associate this with earthiness, right? The suit of Pentacles is for the earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn are most closely associated with it. But it's earthy. It's a need for grounding. Okay, at the moment, Stacey, you've got your defenses up, my friend, right? In some ways, nothing wrong with that, but you can overdo it. You can see how this guy's really overdoing the defenses. He's got like a saucepan tied to his head, and he's hanging on tightly to everything. Well, all of that is effort, all of that is work, and all of it will pay off. But you don't need to cling on quite so tightly, Stacey. That is phase 1 of your message. Phase 2, the High Priestess, second time out for this one tonight, actually, or today. I don't know, it's daytime in the States. It's like 10:15 at night here. So, yeah, I'm going to have to be going on my sweet ways soon. But, yeah, because Yukta says it's bedtime. It's nearly bedtime for me, and it's very, very hot time. It really is. But, yeah, Stacey, this is the other part of your message, right? This is a journey, a spiritual journey, which you are on. The message of this card is you are allowed to go further with it. In fact, you are encouraged to go further with it. The 2 pillars here are the 2 pillars, the masculine and feminine pillar. I think Bina is the feminine one and Jokma is the masculine one. And that's why they got B and J on the traditional High Priestess tarot card. Behind the curtain is a cosmic journey for you to go on, Stacey. You are allowed to do it. At the moment, you're like Alice, looking in the window and hoping you'll be let in. But the High Priestess is going to let you in. Okay, so keep on keeping on. Okay, hope that helps. Patty, why am I having trouble walking around? Asks Patty. Let's bring this into the picture. What it is, Patty, this is when something psychological starts to have a physical knock-on effect. And it really is true. I'm not saying it's psychosomatic. It's not like that, okay? But it's in some area of your life at the moment, you're having to walk on eggshells around either a person or a situation, but you're having to tread very, very carefully. And that is actually, that worry, that concern is actually manifesting as a physical problem at this moment, Patty. So that is not a long answer, but it's kind of the best I can do at this point. Okay. So best of luck with that, and I really hope it eases for you. I'm sure people in our lovely group here will send you some healing energy along the way. Red Hat Society would like a card. Red Hat Society will have a card. Knight of Cups. So this is water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Now this character in this deck also appears in the Hermit card. He's a lover of fine wines, and he's like looking at the cup, wishing there was good wine in it. Maybe there is. It's just that's what he's hoping for. He doesn't know whether there is or not yet. So this is it, Red Hat. You don't actually know what's ahead of you at the moment, but it is likely to be something good. But you need to get your manifestational head on. Really kind of pray for it to be good. Ask the angels to make it good. But you're kind of going through a doorway into the future at this time in your life, right? So do ask for what you want. Okay, the angels can't give you stuff unless you ask for it. Let's not forget that. It's an important one. Christina would like a card. Okay. I've dropped the mouse. Oh, guys, I'm burning up here. I am going to have to go soon. So sorry, but wow. Just want to go and like hang out the window with no clothes on, which I can do here because there's no one else here. We're in the middle of nowhere. Let's pick up Keepers of the Light again for Christina. Let's do you a card, my friend. Thanks for your question. Thanks all for your questions. Thanks so much all for being with us. And what we've got here, Lady Portia, Divine Order. Here we go. There is your card. And Lady Portia is saying this. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Think about that divine order. This is what spiritual lessons are all about, really. There's a worldly order, which we all understand because we live in the world. But don't forget the divine order is something different. It's the other side of life. So do be aware of that. And yeah, an important lesson is unfolding at the moment. So kind of, don't be fazed by sudden changes or things cropping up that you weren't expecting. Don't let it faze you. Just keep going, my friend, okay? And things are going to be improved. They really are. Okay. Well, at this point, my friends, I think I'm going to draw this one to a close. I'm absolutely boiling. Thanks so much for your support. Thanks so much for... I want to do this one. But yeah, thanks so much for your support, guys. I really appreciate it. Several people have sent coffee donations tonight. Sorry, I haven't got your names, but it flashes up on my phone every time, and I massively appreciate it. Really, it makes it a lot easier not to be monetized, which works for me for spiritual reasons, for one thing. And it's just wonderful to be able to buy equipment when I need to, which is great. But, whether it's donations, whether it's having a reading, whether it's just being there in the chat and supporting me, it's all good. It all really counts, and I really appreciate it. Yo, Twigs, WWE all day. My granddad TV turns off randomly. Can you tell me if it's my past grandma or a TV problem? The TV is new. Right. Right, your grandma is around you, okay? And I've got to tell you, she's still your grandma, right? She was your grandma in the past, but she's still your grandma. But, yeah, it's the TV, it's a new... Every new batch of something they come out with is worse quality than the batch before. So it actually is the TV, all right? But Spirit always work like that. They'll work through something. For example, I did... spiritualist church service one night. It was a great service, actually. Lots of really good atmosphere there, and lights kept flashing on and off. And the physical reason for that was there were fluorescent tubes and they were burning out. The motor thing that starts them was burning out, and that's why they were flashing on and off. And I said, hang on, has anyone got someone in the spirit world who was a radio operator during the war who knew Morse code. And yeah, someone did. And so the lights were flashing to make us think of Morse code. But they were also flashing because they were knackered. Both things work together. But yeah, Grandma is real. Grandma is still around. Yeah, absolutely, certainly. So guys, on that note, everyone, thank you so much again. Big love to you all. Let's do a Moonology card to draw things to a close. And I will be on my merry way. I will cut you loose. And I look forward to seeing you again in more live videos coming up next week. Also some uploads coming as well. Here's a nice one. I like this. I didn't choose it because it's a nice one. I chose the deck because it's a nice deck. But this just randomly came out. Have faith in your dreams. Okay, guys. Have faith in your dreams. Look at that beautiful picture. Take that on board. Take that in. Have faith in your dreams. I think there's going to be a lot of dreams going on at the moment because this hot weather keeps the mind half awake. But yeah, lovely cards, Sharon. They really are. And thank you, Mary. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, all the moderators, for all your support. Thank you, absolutely everyone who's here. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you again in a future video. Please hit the thumbs up button. Drop a thumbs up on this. Really helps. Hit the subscribe button. Tap the bell so you don't miss anything because there are more videos coming up all the time. If you'd like a private reading, my Gmail is down there in the description. If you'd like to send a donation, please do. All welcome. Those links to Coffee and PayPal are down in the description as well. Meanwhile, I'm going to love you and leave you. Have a fantastic time ahead. Be good to each other. See you again in a future video. Epic upload coming tomorrow if I can get it to upload overnight, which I probably can, I think, as long as the internet doesn't drop out. Meanwhile, love and light and blessings to every one of you. Stay safe. Big love and